Welcome back, everybody, to Rimworld. Rest assured, comment section, I have seen your prayers for what to do today. And that is, of course, the return of Sharamus. Everybody in the comments, I won't say everybody, but every comment I saw demanded the return of mighty Sharamus. As long as he hasn't desiccated, which it looks to me like he could be fine, because if he was desiccated, he'd look a little bit more something like, something like that, or even a skeleton, like Biggest Dickus is right there. He looks fine. He looks like he could be resurrectable. Every single person wanted to see a resurrected Sharamus, so that is something we'll be working on today. Now that we have a more consistent way of gaining steel through the beetles, the caravans, the tithing, however it is we have to do that, I think we've actually finally got the resources where we can start going for some of those crazy endgame projects, and of course the long-range mineral scanner too, how could I forget? So that will be our goal going forward, and that'll be something we try and secure by the end of today. The other thing as well, everybody begged this one too, is to build a golden stall door over this, so it counts all as one big room, so the golden toilet's still technically in the same room as the golden hot tub. That way the entire room's beauty will go up, and that's actually a good idea. The only reason I didn't do that is because I figured it was going to be a shared room, and I wasn't sure if they would walk in on one another like that. I know it's alright for prisons and things like that, but we'll see how it goes. Goodbye. We have to go over to the steel auto door first, but then we will have the mighty golden toilet and diamond hot tub in technically the same room. So research then. There's one research I want to do before we start work on the Resurrector, and that is something else that was suggested in the comments section, that's the power management. I've seen this suggested a couple of times, but it actually does something different to what I thought it did. So basically, I'll show this very briefly, I've been running a secondary campaign where I've been doing a shitload of research into how a lot of these mods work. Power management is actually a lot cooler than I thought it was. It's more of a... Power management is kind of the wrong word. Power status might be a better way, because you can actually see like a breakdown of what's being used up. So we'll go ahead and get that one, if it's the right one, that is. Is that all I need to research that? Don't remember anyway. We'll see if it was. But yeah, that in theory should be able to track down where a lot of our power is going to. That way, if we keep getting these blackouts that we have been, we can sort of focus and cancel maybe some of the things that aren't so useful, things that are using up a lot more power than I realized. And then other than that is, of course, the Resurrected Mech Serum. So I assume if we just type in Serum, Healer Mechanite, that's it, right, from the Sparkling Worlds mod. That's going to take a long time to get there, evidently. Mechanite assembling, 6,000 points. AI reprogramming allows us to build AI Personicles, as far as I recall. And then finally, the Healer Mechanites. To make these, we need AI Personicles or something like that, though, don't we? I don't entirely remember. I don't know if we have quite that many resources, but we'll see how it goes. Again, I'm pretty sure we traded with these guys already, but I will go and trade with them again just in case... Just to refresh my own memory, I think is probably the right way to phrase it. And then we'll call those in. The second these guys are gone, the second it's off of cooldown, we'll immediately call in another caravan. One thing I've been doing is messing around with the settlements too. We'll take a look at that in a second. What am I looking at here? Steel. Yeah, no, we did buy the steel. Okay, cool. So how are our settlements looking right now? Because I, in my small amount of testing, managed to get a military 6 settlement in way less time than this. I'm not sure what I did differently in hindsight. Venturous Guild. I know what I did. I think it was one of our... Hang on. As I recall, one of our policies we've got going on right now. There it is. A faction disarmed. 10% tax, but minus 40% combat efficiency. That's what I realized from my testing. I'm glad I started a secondary testing save. We can repeal these, and repealing it looks like it's instantaneous. At least it was when I did it earlier. What about, like, heavy conscription? Lower happiness gain. Higher unrest gain, but +2 military level in each settlement. That's unnecessary, I guess, if we're going for one big military settlement. The Empire Dev also told me to build 2 military dev settlements. Military settlements, because one will go on cooldown as the other is doing something. We obviously don't want to be caught out, so we'll get 2 of those down together. Volunteer. What does that do? Minus 25% unrest gain, minus 25% loyalty loss. Plus 20% combat efficiency for minus 25% unrest gain. That only sounds like a good thing. 20% combat efficiency, minus 25% unrest gain, minus 25% loyalty lost. That sounds pretty good. Oh, but I guess you would pick one of them, right? Okay, fair enough. And that's probably like the lightest one to pick. Whereas the others probably give a higher military level. That gives like straight up military level. Slave army gives +1 military level, but minus 20% combat efficiency. I see, right, okay. Let's go for volunteer service instead then. So that's not only going to remove that combat malice we had, the minus whatever it was, 40%, but instead it's going to give us a little bonus as well there. What about a tax lord? I don't really want to touch that too much. I don't want to cause sort of ticking unhappiness. Agricultural routes we should probably remove as well. 15% to food and 20% to animals. Although the 20% animals is obviously kind of fun. When we get a free thrombo out of it, I'm certainly not complaining, I will admit. Somebody also pointed out that the animal settlement had a quarry. So I'm trying to remember all of this off the top of my head. There's a lot to try and recall here. Animal settlement had a quarry. Did it really? You liar. I've never been so disgusted at a comment in all my life. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong one here. Right, maybe I'm misremembering then. It doesn't matter too much anyway. So military settlement. I want to get military level like 6. That seems to be on average a lot of the people that are attacking me in my other save. But then again, we didn't have to worry about the bloody Blue Moon settlement in that one. Also, I haven't come under attack from the Empire. Oh, God. Oh, right on cue. There we go. Military power of 5. So we've got that. And we've just repealed that thing that lowers our combat efficiency. This might be the first time we're able to actually fight them off. Not only that, but our settlement that has the military force obviously has the bonus to its military efficiency as well. So I think we should be able to... fight this off pretty decently, right? Let's do it. So defense settlement, we want to send over... so change defending force, military town, military level 5, and they get... Be nice if there was a stat for, like, combat efficiency. Maybe there is someone. Maybe I've just completely missed it. But yeah, that is something also worth bearing in mind. It's like the barracks or something, wasn't it? Sorry, I won't get too bogged down in the military stuff. This is definitely something for me to do between episodes. But yeah, 15% combat efficiency there. Fingers crossed, we should be able to fight that off without losing anything as well. Especially if we're building like these 4,000 silver buildings. The last thing we want is to be losing 4,000 silver in what is essentially one enemy raid. That would suck quite a lot. So given that Delta does the managing, which I think she's doing right now, or was doing right then, I'm going to set her to scanning. Because we're at this stage of the game now, if we're literally building Resurrector mechs for Sharamus, that I think it might be necessary to just have that constant influx of steel. It might be better to, rather than go for the research, I could always have someone else help out with the research temporarily. I mean, we've got plenty of good candidates for that. So gets knocked out a lot, for example. What's he doing right now? Harvesting heal route. We've got plenty of people capable of doing that. We don't have plenty of people capable of doing research. Let's go and have him follow this passion too, because that will also keep him happy, don't forget. So there you go. You guys go and... Or don't. Oh, right. I probably got him set to... Priority 1. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's take him off of that one. Go do some research. We've got plenty of people on Priority 1 harvesting, so that's not so essential. Can we lower the farms here? To be fair, we've got 5,600 cotton, and we're getting to the stage now where we're going to start getting hyperweave soon. 35% on that spider, 39%, 28%. It's only going to be a few more days, and then we're going to get a pretty big dump of hyperweave. So it might be worth... I'm going to say no allow sowing on the cotton anymore. Once this is done, we'll remove that entirely. That will help save a lot of time, because we do have a lot of kind of... higher tension crops. You know, the heal route obviously takes a long time to harvest. We've got quite a big field of cotton there. We've got a shitload of rice that's growing. Or we did have the rice, obviously it's corn now. We've got a lot of fast-growing crops, though, and obviously all we've got to do is turn our back, and with the sprinklers and the fertilized fields, it's taken no time at all to have this stuff grown. So let's try and free up a little bit of time, especially for our... Oh, God, we could do with a better chef. Maybe I should start looking into the androids, too. Get a chef android. Oh, interesting. Okay. So... both of the reactors run on uranium, right? But this one with 82 fuel lasts 41 days. This one with 46 lasts 6.6 days. So what is that? Like, this one runs, like, triple as effective as the other one. I suppose this one has far more downsides, though. It's a way more effective generator, but obviously this one churns out a shitload of heat, can't be put outside, and also puts out radiation. What I'm going to do is lower the radius on that somewhat, because at the end of the day, we've got way too much power for what we need right now. Although I say that, now that these solar panels are going off, maybe that's not so true. Yeah, no, that's not true at all, even with the 2 reactors online. Oh, God. We're still looking at minus thousands and thousands of watts, huh? No, wait, what the... Where is all our power going? Okay, well, thank God we've got the management software coming in there. Even overnight, we're looking at... Oh, there we go. God knows what happened there. Something just kicked in. What the fuck just happened? We just gained 10,000 watts out of somewhere. Because they stopped scanning? I have no idea. Either way, look, it's not the nicest level of buffer. So I'm still going to keep the other reactor on, but I'm going to lower the amount of fuel use on this one. I know this one's less effective, but bear in mind, we've got infinite uranium. We don't have infinite power, so we're going to keep both enabled rather than turning this one off for a while, even though it's way less efficient. But we will lower the amount of fuel we're dumping in the other one. We do have a choice in that regard. Damn, 6,674 watts. It's better than we were, but it's still not ideal, especially when we get around to all that sort of mass manufacturing, building the Resurrector mechs, for example. Oh, nice. Okay, that could be really good. We've got 5,000 silver as well. Let's go see what they've got. More importantly, we might be able to sell them something. But Orbital Factories, again, they don't sell the raw product. They buy raw products and sell final products. So if we want to buy components, if we want to buy advanced components, they're generally very, very cheap from here. And in fact, they are exactly that. Yeah, 0.7 on the trader type. Because we plan on merciless, so we do gain. Obviously, they are slightly more expensive. let's go ahead and sell them all of this spare wool that we've got. Again, we're getting hyperweave soon, so we certainly don't need 13 panther fur. Let's go ahead and dump all of this crap. Android leather? Tan dried and scraped synthetic android skin. Ah, got it. Okay. Cannonballs would be kind of fun. I still want to build a cannon, but I feel like it'd be better if we'll just build it ourselves. Again, they've got no steel. They have no raw resource whatsoever. They have a bunch of blocks, but obviously that makes some sense. Potential detoxify stomach. Oh, for the Mecha Orc project, you don't say. I feel like of all the things to install in our Mecha Orc, though, a detoxifier stomach is not really the most essential thing, is it? What the hell is a burn gauntlet? Hello. Nickname the burn gauntlet's weapon features an electric shock system in its head. This can cause severe burns. Oh, so it's like the fist from Fallout. It's not the power fist. It's the other one. Either way, that's quite cool. It's full mod. The one from Old World Blues. You know, the one with the big, like, heating element on the end of it. Anyway, have they got anything else? I was kind of hoping that factory would sell some interesting stuff that we wouldn't normally be able to come by with other traders, but turns out that's not the case. Maybe they got some power armor or something? Nope. What sort of factory are you? Just a component factory? Oh, it's good news. They sell Janko. Great. We'll buy a long-wave radio, though. That's like the radios we've got in the hospital, but obviously longer wave. Don't really know what you expected. We'll also buy an arcade machine, because that will help with a little bit of recreation. Besides that, there's really nothing else we want. Sell off some other crappy weapons here? Sure, why not? Saves out. Again, it would take more time to smelt this stuff down. That would even be worth getting the steel back out of them at this point. I'm going to buy some spare shells, because apparently we don't have any. Or more specifically, we don't have any near a trade beacon. I'm going to buy some spare ones anyway, because they're always going to be useful, but more importantly, we have... a lack of... We have way more silver than we have steel. That's going to take a little while to get into my head that obviously, normally you would just buy the resource and craft it yourself. We're kind of the opposite here. Cannonballs would also be kind of fun. Let's buy some cannonballs. I want to build a cannon by the end of today as well. At least fire it at something. Get more medicine. Can we feed birth control to Muffin? Stop this army of fucking spiders from being born all the time? Oh, yikes. Wow. They're charging double price for Glitterworld medicine. Okay, you're alright then. Besides that, could buy a couple of advanced components. I mean, they are very, very cheap, aren't they? Let's go and buy 10 of those. Oh, God, that's almost going to bankrupt us. Let's buy 9 advanced components. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Boom. What a trade. That was massive. Long-wave radio might be good in here. What do you think? Basically, anywhere where recreation is going to be somewhat more of a high priority. Obviously, keeping our prisoners happy would be pretty good as well. I mean, the hospital's covered. They've got 2 shortwave radios. I assume it gives a bonus to recreation, though. Industrial radio... what does it say? Oh, wait, they just give a mood boost, don't they? They don't actually give recreation. They give a flat mood boost, like listening to radio plus 3 or something like that. I assume this one gives a higher mood boost than the other one. However, we'll put this in here. Given that... Oh, they've already got a radio. I suppose we could always swap it out, right? Can't hurt. Either that or we put it in the rec room and really double down on them being as happy as possible while in here. I feel like that's kind of unnecessary, though, given that they've got the mighty Jade Billiards table. How could you ever be sad about that? Fine, let's stick it in here, and then we'll go ahead and reinstall that somewhere a bit more sensible. Dining room probably couldn't hurt. Well, they could have a bit of noise while they're eating their food. That's fine, yeah, we'll drop it there, then. Never thought I'd be asking this, but how the hell do we build a cannon? There it is, cannon. 200 steel. That's a... I mean, that's a bit of a fucking investment. Also, is that right? That doesn't look right. It's got no, like, wireframe. Okay. 200 steel. Good lord. Where do we want to put that? So we can stick it, like, up here. Imagine going into an enemy kill box. You know, you've seen their turrets, their fancy technology. You've seen their power armors and their charge weaponry. I don't expect to see a fucking cannon. Give them a broadside. When was the last time they saw that coming? I want to drop this somewhere up here so that we've got, like, a nice... I don't know why, but I'm going to guess that the cannonball maybe does piercing damage, and by piercing damage, I mean it might fly through multiple targets. Bear in mind, it's a frigging cannonball. I've never seen this mod in action before, but I'm thinking if we build it sort of on the diagonal here, we've got more chance of hitting multiple enemies with maybe the same cannonball. I don't even know if that's possible in Rimworld in hindsight. We wanted to reroute this, didn't we, through the spiders anyway, so we could build that there and then redo this whole section. Let's reroute it so it goes somewhat like this. Down through the spider lair, like that. There you go. We'll bring that up and round there. Good shit. And then mine these ones out. And then the question is, how are our people going to get to the... Oh, God, really? Okay, we'll have to do something about that. How are our people going to get to this zone to set up for combat, then? If we put an auto door there... And I'm guessing an auto door, like... there. That way, when we want them to draft up in this area, they can walk through this door round into here. Man, the only issue with that is, of course, to get through to this zone, they're going to have to go through the cobots every single time. It's not that much of a detour, I guess, given that they've already got to run through here and obviously round all this zone anyway. We'll also mine this out a little bit and set it a bit more for defensive purposes. So the... Oh, it just gives ambient music of 1. Oh, right, the signal's terrible. Got it. And then what if we go in here? Sorry, I just interrupted his breakfast. That gives ambient music of 3. Oh, that's quite good. That's actually a pretty decent mood boost, isn't it? That plus absolutely everything else we've got going on. Bear in mind, his time is finished. He's going to have the nice meal, the good ingredients, whatever else they get in common ingredients. These guys, just their passive little mood gains, even if it's just 1 point here and there, the whole thing has gone on to quite a decent mood across the board. Although you might have noticed we've got sky-high expectations now, so really we've got nothing to... Slept in their heat. Who was that? Smooth Octopus. What? Slept in their heat. Smooth Octopus. Where do you sleep, Smooth Octopus? And I'll see if I can solve that. Slept in the heat. 25? 25 really count as in the heat? Wow. Oh, there we go. Fun successful. Okay, well, that makes me feel a little bit better than I know I'm not completely fucking this up. Okay, great. So I wonder if they're on cooldown now or something like that then. We will build a secondary military town whenever we've saved up a little bit. And how many profits are we expecting this time around? 9,194. I'm going to leave that on. I'm going to leave it, generate some profits, then we'll build a secondary military settlement too, just in case we need it, like a backup one. Maybe not investing too much into it, but maybe just enough to fight off the occasional threat here and there. Bulk goods trader? Wow, this is the first time in a very long time. Thank you. Ah, the peaceable giraffe interplanetary, my favorite bulk goods trader of all. I think this is genuinely the first decent trader we've had that we haven't called in ourselves in a very, very, very long time. Whoa, shit, what's it just hit? Level 20 intellectual as well. What have you got for me? What don't we want? It's probably a better question, because I imagine we've got a lot more to sell than they've got to sell us. 2 raw meat. Can you eat android meat? Although humans dislike the idea. I see. Okay, so it'll probably count as having eaten human-like. They've got a lot of components, which again, not too interesting. We could always sell some cloth if we find something we'd really want, though, because we've got shitloads of that. Steel? Steel. Steel? Oh, jackpot. Okay. What can we sell in exchange for that then? Because we really don't have the money to be able to barter with them right now. Of course, the one freaking trader that I don't call in this entire series that has steel, we haven't got any silver. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. Wait, 58 for a mutant arm? That seems a bit cheap. That's supposed to be fair. We did get it for free. Okay, we're going to have to trade... What, corn? Do you want to trade corn for steel? That seems like a good deal. There you go. Corn for steel, that's a good deal, as the expression goes. I saw some sell them like 3,000 cloth. I think we could probably afford it. There you go. Not only do I want to sell them something, I want to come away with a profit here. Never leave without making a profit. Rules of acquisition. Right, there we go. Good work, team. What did we actually get out of that then? I wasn't even paying attention to the amount of steel. I just saw steel and was like a deer in headlights. We've got ourselves 1,177 steel on top of what we already had. That's pretty decent. We've got like 2,000 steel now. This is the first time in a very long time we've got more steel than our plasteel, than our sky steel, than our uranium. Right, now we've got to wait for the research to finish on the Robo-Resurrection program. What I also want to make sure, actually, very quickly, is that Sharamus is not rotting away. We're good. The nuclear radiation is not touching him. The room is still cold. It's -7, which is a little bit warmer than I'd like, but it's not too bad. Power manager. No managing station has power. Right, so we need to upgrade our managing station now as well. So, Miss Guy, assume that's under? Oh, good God. There's so much. What the hell is a Zombrella? Hello? Zombrella Industries humanoid shaper. What the hell is even that? Zombrella? I mean, that's not anything we've researched. I have no idea what that is. Okay. Right, okay, what am I looking for here? Any sort of management desk. Maybe it's under production? Large tailoring table, large machining table. Manager's desk. There we go. So that's the this one requires power, I assume. Hang on. Boop. And power. Consumption 100 watts. Right, that's exactly what we're after then. Delta, what's it? Pork. Who am I looking for here? They're all dressed the same. That's so weird. I can't tell them apart anymore. I'm looking for the giant, hulking, hideous orc beast. Sorry, can you come and deconstruct this for me so Delta has somewhere to work? I feel sorry for Delta getting it confused with pork. Right, where is that gone? Oh, God. Oh, there's too much stuff. Help me. All right, wait, Rose pregnant? What happened there? A who... Rose is pregnant, but she has not a husband. Who is the father? A mystery in the colony. It could even be the Messiah. I don't know if there's any mod brave enough to add that quite yet. Huh. I can't say I noticed anyone. Okay, well, that's quite cool. We'll keep an eye on that. I'm interested to see who the father is of this one. What if it was Sharamus all along? Whoa, plot twist. Right, okay, sorry, Pork. I'm getting distracted here. Pork, if you could... Oh, is he on it? Oh, Payne's on it, thank you. Or not. They've come to deliver resources, then take them back. Thank you for that. What was that? I just tried to cancel off the Mad Wild Boar. Oh, right, okay. How many are there? Quite a few. I tried to cancel off the War Merchant notification, and as I pressed it, that came in. I mean, if you're fast, the War Merchant would be the ones dealing with the Wild Boar. Well, there's actually quite a lot of them, aren't there? Oh, wait, can they not attack? Why can't they attack? Oh, my God, the kill box isn't... come on, what the hell are you guys doing? Alatos, get to work. Jesus, I was going to say, like, why are they not attacking? It's a good job that the Wild Boar were the things that we noticed that with, rather than it being a full-blown raid for the Empire. Otherwise, they just turn up with drop pods or sappers or something like that if they couldn't get into our base. Yeah, actually finish the bloody limestone, though, you fool. What are they attacking? Oh, they're actually still coming for the trade caravan. Well, that couldn't be any better news as far as I'm concerned. I appreciate the spotlight as well. Trying its hardest there to blind the pigs to death. Thank you for that. Right, Helatos. Yeah, you're still not done there, Chief. Sorry, if you could go on back, that'd be great. No, I didn't do anything. That wasn't me. Oh wait, was it my turret? Okay, hang on. Hold fire, hold fire, hold fire. I gotta remember to turn that back on though before our next raid. I'm really hoping the pigs will kill the muffalo. Although I think it's probably kind of unlikely, isn't it? What are we looking at? Actually, it's not too unlikely here. If the pigs manage to kill more of these guys, we might be in it. Although they've got that giant, very angry turkey on their side, so I have a feeling that alone might help them. Who's firing? Stop, 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 stop. Piss off. Stop, stop. Fuck off, please. Okay, how are we looking? Either way, it's meat for us, right? Which we obviously don't have any of, so that's fine by me either way. I was kind of hoping we would be able to rob another caravan, though. No, absolutely nothing. That's a shame. All right, well, we got dinner, so we can't really complain too much about that. Let's go ahead and get this finished off as well. Thank you two, for shooting at our allies. I appreciate that one. The only ally I think we've got left at this stage of the game. Right, so once they go through the spiders... Oh, we haven't thought this through. Or more specifically, you, comment section, haven't thought this through. Route the thing through the spiders. Yeah, okay, that won't work. Because the spiders need to be in a cold environment. And they need a clear path to our base. Otherwise, they'll use sappers and try and dig through the walls. We can't route them through the spiders. Because the spiders need a completely sealed environment so they don't die of... Oh, shit. Well, on the plus side, okay, let's not look a gift horse in the mouth here. Cancel that. Instead, here's what we'll do. We'll just use this as an accidental but still somewhat useful expansion to the kill box. So if we fill this with stones or whatever, because bear in mind we've had this problem quite a lot, where they've knocked Sharamus down, they've immediately ran around the side of the wall and started shooting at our people. Obviously that's not going to happen anymore now that we've got this absolute fortress down. However, it will give our people time to reposition themselves, fill this full of stone chunks or whatever will slow them down, then we can move our people into a better position, ready to fight them another time. We could even put a big old sandbag or a line of embrasures across there, so that as they start coming through, we've got a second line of defense that's a bit more sensible. You know what? I'm up for that. Okay, this isn't a bad thing, but we did just waste a shitload of time. Robots, stop that right now. I'm sick of these robots mining. I wish there was a way to stop them doing that. I think that's an issue with the mod that adds to the delivering. The robots were trying to deliver the limestone to there, and obviously they can't get to that. Okay, unfortunately then we are going to have to limit the spider zone, although I guess that isn't too much of a big deal. Blizzard zone, let's go ahead and reduce that one all the way down. Well, you know what? We've learned a lesson here today, and that's never mess with giant frozen spiders, because you might end up... Oh, there's 7 more spider eggs! Ruined by temperature. Oh, shit. Oh, well, we've already fucked things up there. Wow. Okay, Pork. We need you on this site right now, my friend. Oh, for God's sake, really? We've mined, genuinely. Oh, wait, hang on. One of those muffalo did go down. Oh, shit. Genuinely, we've mined, what, 3 blocks of steel? Not even that. Oh, I don't know why, but we can't see this steel anymore. Anyway, get out of there, Helatos. Run. I don't really know how many insects come out of this, because I'm so ready. What are you wearing? Where did you get that? I don't normally use deep drills, at least to not this extent, so... This is interesting. Cannot quit from armor is empty. That's probably the best sign, right? You come over here, get into some sort of defensive position. Robots, we need to stand you down as well. Huh. Okay, what is she wearing? That's like a Hyperweave Tribal Wear hat, right? It absolutely is. How strange. Okay, what are we looking at then? I have no idea what to expect with this. This could be anything. Bear in mind, I have no idea what the mods add either. Oh, it's just a group of insects. Oh, that's not nearly too bad, is it? Oh, I forgot to draft them. Fuck. Okay, quit from armor rack. Everybody, please, if you don't mind. As soon as possible. No. This is wrong. This is wrong. Oh, no, I've royally fucked this up. Bear with me. Do we need armor for insects, though, in hindsight? No, we don't, do we? It doesn't matter too much, right? Get in there. Go. Halatos, gun, please, if you don't mind, Chief. Okay. It's just a few insects. That wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. Sharamus II, if you could get out of the way. Make room. Okay, here we go. Let's see what these insects have got. I think we're probably going to nail this, aren't we? I think it's going to be much of a question about that. Alright, that's not too bad. To be honest, I didn't know what to expect with the, I really did not know what to expect with the modded stuff that we've got going on. Bearing in mind that I think we've got Advanced Infestations mod enabled, though I do need to double check that. Okay, let's go and gun down these couple of stragglers, and we should be good to go. Shot Sharamus, that's fine. Okay, did anyone actually put any armor on then? Payne did. That's the issue. We need to either make sure we equip everybody at once, or not at all. Otherwise, weird things like this will happen where they kind of half equip armor and half don't. Okay, let's go ahead and get you transferring that back over. There's still a couple more insects out there. The coast isn't clear yet for Halatos to get back to work. Let's go ahead and wipe out the one in our kill box there. And then it's like another... Wait, do they just keep coming? Oh, no. Okay. I guess that was just one of the stragglers that was right behind. Oh, so we got... Oh, taxes are in. Good. +1 loyalty today, -2 on rest day. Another festival in our honor. Very nice. I can see why. Definitely deserve it. Are we good? No hives. We haven't got to worry about anything like that from the looks of it. Why couldn't we see what was underground in our deep drill? Was I doing something wrong? Yeah, we now can't see what's underground anymore. That's so weird. I don't know why it's doing that all of a sudden. Anyway, management. What have we got then? Yeah, this is what we want. It's a little bit overwhelming. Oh man, really? Could have probably done with like probably could have done with that being logarithmic, huh? Well, we know that the sun column is at 23,000 watts. Frozen column, it's these columns, yeah. I'm not really too surprised. I'm kind of surprised to see our electric smelter up there. Oh, this is a lot easier than trying to read the bloody graph, isn't it? Warlight is fine, 131. I can't believe we've got 131 Warlights, 1.3 kilowatts. Wow. Armorac's using up quite a lot, obviously pumping station, but that's essential. Autodoor's using up a fair amount as well. I didn't really take that into account. Yeah, the things that I would have expected are really not using that much, like the research benches compared to fucking sun columns, 23,000 watts. But as you can see, bear in mind they're on half the day and they're off half the day, we could really normalize that to about 12,000 watts. Actually, no, they're probably on for slightly less than that, though, aren't they? I don't know. We'll have to see when we get a bit more information on that one. And then we can see our generated stuff there. So the solar generators are doing an insane job. I can't believe that our 9 solar generators are generating almost as much as our 5 advanced solar generators. I honestly thought the advanced solar generators would generate a lot more than that. Okay, we're fine then. Actually, no, we're clearly not fine if we're... Can we not see? Yeah, okay. So production is much higher than the consumption. We need these graphs to run a little bit longer before we can really get anything good from that. Yeah, that's really useful. That's what I was hoping we would be able to get from that. I've resolved all of our settlement bills, so we should be getting some taxes in, yeah, like half a day's time. That's quite nice. They're still enacting the policy there to swap things over. Then we got the... Oh, shit, we're still constructing buildings. Man, those do take a long time to build. Obviously, it's worthwhile. I think those are probably our... Those are almost certainly our big buildings, aren't they? Whatever the hell we're building there again. The 4,000... What's it called? The... Intergalactic Market, right, it'll probably be that one. Okay, fair enough. We're already getting a ridiculous amount of profit anyway, so that bumping it up by another however many % per settlement is going to be absolutely fantastic. I think we can afford, when this tide comes in, to set up another military settlement then, just to be safe. Also, what we should do is really focus on... Can we upgrade the town level? It's 4,000, damn it. Okay, never mind. We'll focus on upgrading that, and then we'll put down another settlement. We might as well work with what we've got, right? Especially if we can only send 1 military at a time, you know. A military settlement of 6 is going to be way more useful than 2 military settlement of 3 or something like that. Can't plants are blighted. I'm not going to lose any sleep over that. I'm really not. To be honest, I might just say scrap the whole thing. Just go ahead and cut all the plants down. Bear in mind, I'm selling off cotton to trade for steel. It's probably a waste of time having this set up anymore, to be honest with you. Plus, bear in mind, we also probably want to start freeing up some jobs ready for when we uncover some long-range steel. Because we're going to have to start sending some caravans out there. So, I don't want too many plant jobs backed up for when they get back and let plants rot or anything. Otherwise, there's no point growing in the first place, right? So, we'll get all this cut down and then we'll just get rid of it. Just get rid of the cotton harvest and move on to bigger and better things. Speaking of which, how long until we do get some hyperweave? 36%, 29. You can see the production on the animals tab instead, actually. Is that a little bit easier? No, absolutely not. Ah, there we go. Milk progress. What else have we got? Wool progress? Doesn't count as either. Damn it. That would have been kind of a nice little indicator there to help us work that out. I wonder if there's a mod. If anybody knows of a mod that adds something to the animals tab that allows you to see the animal production rather than just milk or wool, because obviously it's useless for our blizzard risk. That'd be really great to know if anybody knows anything off the top of their head. We've got 2,300 steel. Let's start preparing for the inevitable return of Sharamus the First. Bionic eyes, bionic arms, bionic legs, bionic spine, heart, stomach, ear. What else have we got down here? We've got zoom. What the hell is even zoom? We need psychoid leaves for that, apparently. That is a permanent... Oh, look at that. Wow. An enhanced artificial eye gives 5% sight, so it's less effective than a bionic eye by the looks of it. Bionic eye gives plus 25% to efficiency, whereas this gives a flat bonus to... What's the efficiency on this one? Oh, it's 110% efficiency on this one, though. 10% sight. If we assume we're going to put one in each eye, so we get 10% sight, plus 4 shooting accuracy. That's assuming they stack, which might not be the case. Wait, they get medical tend quality? Oh, shit, it might be good giving those to Rose as well, then. And 15%, with one in each eye, you're looking at 30% medical tend speed. And plus 5? What the hell? This is insane. Huh. We got flashlight. What do those do? Mounted on the ear side. So that's an ear replacement then. Got it. 5% sight. Minus 2% aiming time. 5% construction speed. Mining yield. Brother, I think we got to build one of all of these. These are insane. Lion heart. Artificial heart with adrenaline injector and adaptive combat system for slow motion. 10% moving. 110% sharp damage. You imagine Sharamus with his monosword and this thing? 15 melee dodge chance and minus 10% food poisoning. Okay. I mean, all of these are good for a warrior either way, because it gives the lower aiming time, the better sight, and the better sight means better accuracy. Better accuracy means more heads rolling when Sharamus the robot returns. Or cyborg, I should say. Obviously, we'll still have a man's heart. Figuratively, literally, he will have a super slow motion heart instead, which is apparently a good thing. Okay. Wow, these are insane. Let's get two of each of those. We're going to make the Sharamus bionics first, and then if we've got excess, I'll give those to, say, Helatos for the mining yield, Rose for the operation chance. The flashlight gave construction speed, right? 10% construction speed to port would be fantastic. Then we need... So we've got... those, sorry, just to check, those flashlights were on the ear, weren't they? It does say... Hang on. Mounted on the ear side. I assume that means they go on the ear and replace ears then. So we won't make any bionic ears. We will make a bionic stomach, a bionic spine, 2 bionic legs, and 2 bionic arms. Obviously, we don't need bionic eyes after that stage. Fantastic. Now, he does have the tentacle arms, but the tentacle arms, even though they're very good, lower the manipulation, which lowers accuracy. Doesn't matter too much for the sword, as I discussed, but still will be... The bionic arms are just going to be better because they're going to be more efficient. So, let's swap those over. So that's everything we need for him. God knows how expensive that's going to be. And more to the point, we'll have to take Delta over to craft that, won't we? Or we can have Edward Crosby probably do it. I assume he's got the skill for it at this stage, right? Edward, my friend, get to making. Now, what I'm thinking is we'll also bring over some, just to help expedite the process a little bit further, let's bring over some shelves. What's under storage these days? A couple of regular old shelves from base game Rimworld. That way we don't have the interact speed that's added by the deep storage mod. We'll put some steel, some components, some advanced components, and some plasteel on those as a sort of much quicker storage thing. That way my guy doesn't have to run back and forth. Apparently also some steel, silver wouldn't go amiss. We'll put some there as well. There we go. Okay. And plus this allows us to a bit more easily at a glance, short of going through lists, especially for those of you on mobile. Should be much easier for you to see exactly what we're working with there. Where are you taking that? Oh, right, so what I wanted to do, actually, very quickly as well, assuming we've got enough resources to do so, which we more than should be able to, run a couple of doors between the freezer and the hospital. That way they don't have to run all the way around. There's a direct shortcut to the bionic section of the freezer as well. Should save us a little bit of time. Obviously, it's not that essential at all. Just more of a convenience thing, really. Okay, and those are definitely... Yeah, those are definitely ear replacements. That's great news. The other thing to mention as well, from my other testing save, I realized there is a bed upgrade to your regular steel hospital bed, those being Glittertech hospital beds. However, they don't work with the IV drips, the surgical instruments, or it's either that or the vitals monitor. One thing or another, some of the mods are just incompatible, which means that by building the Glittertech hospital beds, we're actually getting a downgrade overall compared to this system we got up now. So this is officially the best hospital we can ever build in the game. So there's nothing else we can really do at that stage. Obviously, we've got the Psych Emanator 2 there to keep them happy. We've got the radios. It really is a great place. The only other little bonus I could think of would be to put some TVs. That's genuinely the only little other thing I could think of to keep him super happy. We'd put a couple of mega screen TVs or something facing either way. But that's really unnecessary as well. To be honest, this is basically the best hospital we could ever build, as long as they stop traipsing fucking dirt in there. But we're going to leave that there for today, and hopefully by the time we come back into things tomorrow, unless something tragic happens, like a big raid or something super important, I'll try and jump into, after he's finished the Bionics and after we've made a decent headway into the research so that we can focus fully on the Sharamus Resurrection project that I know many of you are so interested in. So hopefully you enjoyed this one, because it's a step towards Return of the King. Thank you to Silkworm, Roll 2 D1 Games, Leo, Sarabi. Sorry, I'm just pausing the game here, you absolute fool. Let's try that again. Thank you to Silkworm, Roll 2 D1 Games, Leo, Sarabi, Caden Carter, Vacuous Bacchus, Limpy George, Zazzy 7011, William Green, Ceric 313, Michael Muller, Northern Bear, and everyone else at the Insane Tier Lovers on Patreon for making the channel possible in the first place, particularly during lockdown where YouTube is a bit more harsh on the monetization. Or perhaps I shouldn't accuse you with that. Circumstances surrounding monetization are very vague and confusing. Thank you as well goes out to Gabriel Van Ders, Jacob Wolfie, Cody Cope, Void Prince Kibo, Cogsell, Will Wade, Shlomo, Harry Soff, Fat Joe is a Toe, Warcat, Mr. Awesome, Choma, Demon X Jester, Astro, Zulu, and everyone else at Patreon as well. Thank you guys for your support in additionally supporting and keeping the channel going during this time. Hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Thank you for supporting the Resurrection of Sharamus.